Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Today we are finishing off the month by taking a look at an environment, a very old environment. The deck was something I had to download and make myself. It is the Scorched Sands, also known as the Desert, by Flat on His Face. It's actually a very generic desert-style environment, but, you know, if Tomb of Anubis is not to your tastes or needs or whatever, this can be another option. We're going to be rematching the Master. I brought out some big guns against him. Hopefully this will work. Fighting him are Rarity, because it is Fashion Week, my dudes, and she knows fashion. Lifeline, the new variant of Titan called Titan Oni, and the Scholar of the Infinite. Speaking of fashion, they recently said on the letters page that they're going to be open to adding new decks to the game. If they make a fashion hero deck, I will throw all of my money at the game, no questions asked. Like, for serious. Anyway, Master starts the game, seal Progenitor's side up, his HP is 80. Fill cards on the top of the villain deck until you reveal a child. We got the Anointed One, and we discard the top 5 cards of the villain deck. Increase radiant damage dealt to the Master by 1, reduce damage dealt to him by X, where X is the number of vampires in play. Start of the villain turn, if there are no non-character vampires in play, we play the top card of the villain deck, and it can't make him flip. End of the villain turn, if there are 12 or more cards in the villain trash, he flips, and remove 30 HP from him. Otherwise, shuffle the villain trash, reveal the top H-1 cards, put any revealed minions into play and replace the rest. And the Anointed One, redirect the first damage dealt to this card each turn to the Master. First time a non-target card is revealed from the villain deck or trash each turn, put that card into play. Okay, so, start of turn, nothing happens. He plays a card, that's never a good idea. Aurelian Initiates, just some minions. Alright, into the villain turn. So the first non-target card gets put into play. That is the Order of Aurelius. Reveal the top H-2 cards of the villain deck, put any revealed vampires into play, shuffle the rest back in, increase damage dealt by vampires by 1 until the start of the next villain turn. Oh, that's great. 2 cards. Doesn't look like we got any vampires. And then the other cards, there's a minion, more Aurelian Initiates. So they do the 2 hero targets with highest HP, 3 melee damage each. That is Scholar and Lifeline, and Scholar and Lifeline. Alright, Rarity is going to start off with a portable wardrobe, and we'll use it for her power. Go find a dress. I get Tripping the Light. Destroy the portable wardrobe so I can play that. We will play Diamond Studded on it. That's going on Titan. First time he's dealt damage, you can deal the source of the damage, 2 damage of any type, which is good. I can make it radiant and kill vampires faster. Draw a card. Alright, Lifeline is going to play Alien Arcana, I guess. And then he will draw a card. Let Titan draw a card, because the dresses are fueled by card discards. Draw 1 more card, and hit the minion for 1, I guess. Alright, at the start of his turn, you can discard a card to play a 1-shot. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and discard a card. I'll play Juggernaut Strike. Don't have Titan form in my hand, but can deal a target 4 infernal damage, taking out this first minion, and hit everything else for 1, which that goes to the Master and he soaks it. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do reversal. The minions, so they'll hit themselves next time they deal damage. His power is enraged. Titan regains a hit point. Well, he's still at full. Search your deck, trash in hand for Titan form, play it, shuffle your deck. Very straightforward. Okay, he's got Titan form. Alright, Scholar's going to keep moving for Flesh to Iron, and then we will don't dismiss anything. Over the Moon. Ooh, I would like to put this on the Scholar. This is definitely a Scholar dress, but I also want to get a dress on Rarity because I have Femme Mystique. First time each turn, the hero next to that dress plays a 1-shot. If no damage is dealt that way, they may play the top card of their deck. Cosmic Immolation. Oh, that's not good. Misbehavior. Ooh. He doesn't need to regain HP. Let's reveal the top 3 cards of his deck. Put 1 in play or your hand and the rest in trash. I'm going to play Stubborn Goliath, because I can get that Immolate out of his trash with Obsidian Grasp. And Scholar gets Transmutative Recovery. Cool. And then he will deal the minions 1 damage and draw a card. Scorched Sands. Scorpions. Beast. For some reason, this is not a target. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the H non-beast targets the lowest HP, 1 melee, 1 fire, and 1 toxic damage each. At the end of the environment turn, destroy this card. So, this takes out the minions. It hits the Anointed One, and then hits it twice more. And then the next lowest is... Ooh, the next lowest is Lifeline, and he takes 9 damage from that. Ow. And then they go away. Okay, nothing happens there. This wears off. The Master plays. The Anointed rises. When this card enters play, each target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Lifeline takes 3. Titan gets a -1. Scholar soaks it. Master soaks it. Search the villain deck and trash for the Anointed One and put into play. Shuffle the villain deck. Well, he's already in play. At the start of the villain turn, if the Anointed One is in play, the Master flips. So we have to figure out how to kill him. End of turn. Shuffle. Reveal. The Harvest. This card enters play, move a child from the villain trash into play. There aren't any. Start of the villain turn, one child deals the lowest HP non-villain target H melee damage. If a target is destroyed this way, flip the master's villain character cards. There are no child cards in play to destroy this card. Well, if we get rid of the anointed one, we'll get rid of that. Hey look, both of the minions come out. Doesn't that suck? Okay, they're just dealing 2 damage now, so they hit the Scholar and Titan, and then they also hit the Scholar and Titan and deal no damage. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to play the Element of Generosity. I just got the Gala Dress, and Rarity should have that, but oh well. Just need to wait for an idea. And then we will Inspire. Reveal the top card of my deck. It's Opalescence. She is special. One player may draw a card. That will be Titan. Revealed card in my hand. Draw a card. That was not special. Okay. Alright, we're going to let Cosmic Immolation go, because that was bad. Let's go ahead and Calculated Action. He hits himself for 1. I'm going to play Vitality Battery and Repair Leyline. So everybody heal 1. Everybody draw a card. Play the top card of the Environment deck. This will be interesting, I'm sure. Heat Exhaustion. At the end of the Environment turn, this card deals each target 2 fire damage. Heroes dealt damage this way must discard a card when they play a card until the start of the next Environment turn. At least 5 cold damage is dealt in a single turn to destroy this card. Not sure about that. And someone can use a power. I think it'll be Stubborn Goliath. Deals up to 2 non-hero targets 2 infernal damage each. Till start your next turn, whether those targets would deal damage, you may redirect it to Titan. I'm going to hit the Anointed one, which gets redirected to the Master who soaks it, and then he'll hit one of the minions. Power, Lifeline draws a card. Rarity draws a card. Lifeline draws a card. And then he deals a target 1 infernal damage, and then it'll be the Anointed one. Hooray! Alright, start of my turn I can discard a card and play a card. Let's discard Obsidian Grasp so I can play Obsidian Grasp. We will immolate the Master because I think he deals damage, and I have to discard to do that. And then for his play phase, we'll play Obsidian Grasp. He will hit the Anointed one for 3, which redirects to the Master, who soaks it. We won't look for another copy of Immolate, but then I can use Stubborn Goliath and hit the Anointed one and the minion. And draw a card. Alright, discard a card. Let's go ahead and don't dismiss anything again. Gem Finding Spell. Oh, each player may reveal cards on the top of their deck until a special card is revealed. Put in their hand, shuffle their deck. Each player who did not put a card in their hand this way may draw a card. One player may discard a card, draw a card. The only people who have special cards in this game are Rarity and the Scholar, so I think I'll just have everybody draw. Wasn't special. And then she draws a card. Lifeline gets Cryptic Alignment, okay, which means you can draw a card. Titan gets Combat Pragmatism, cool, because I discarded mine. Scholar gets Mortal Formed Energy, awesome. Unfortunately, nobody dealt any damage, which means I can't take out the Anointed one. So yeah, he's gonna hit himself for 2 and just take out the minion, and that's it. Draw a card. Alright. Scorched Earth, Desert Guide, Humanoid. Hero targets are immune to fire damage. Oh, thank goodness. Start of the Environment turn, either destroy an equipment card or this card. Oh, at the end of the Environment turn, all heroes may regain a hit point. Okay, so this card deals each target 2 fire damage. The Anointed one redirects to the Master, who soaks it. We're all immune. And then each hero may regain a hit point. The Scholar heals 1, and Mortal Form Energy lets him take out the Anointed one, which takes out that. And yeah, everybody else will heal. Or use it full. So we need to deal with heat exhaustion somehow, or we're going to be feeding equipment to the Caravan Trader. Okay, there are vampires in play, so he doesn't get an extra card play. This goes away. We somehow successfully did it. He plays Former Friend, just a minion. And then for minions, we don't get to play extra revealed cards. Hooray. We got no minions. Excellent. The Aurelian Initiates, I don't think Titan hit those, so they're going to hit the Scholar and Titan, and he will deal them 2 radiant damage, make it 3. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage, that is the Scholar. First time each turn a hero deals damage to this card, they deal themselves 1 psychic damage. Okie dokie. Alright, she's good with that. I'm going to play Opalescence. Why not? Use the Element of Generosity. Ping that friend. She hits herself for 1. Draw a card. Wasn't special. End of turn, Opalescence hits that for 2 and hits herself for 1. I think it is time to hero. 3 damage to himself. Take that guy out. He'll heal 2 himself for 1, so net gain of 1. Then he hits the Master for 3. Hooray! We hurt the Master. Power. And let's just draw a card. Let Titan draw. And draw a card. Okie dokie. Titan. Play Payback Time, and hit the Master with Stubborn Goliath, and draw a card. Alright, we will discard a card and let that expire. Actually, no. I can get some extra damage on him. Keep Mortal Form Energy. Alright, get out of the way, ping the Master for 1, heal 1, hit him for 1, and then I discarded 2 cards, so Scholar hits himself for 1, hits the Master for 3. We've done 10 damage to him this round. Amazing. Alright, we need to destroy an equipment card or desert guide. I'm actually going to destroy this dress because I want a different one on rarity. Plays Buzzards, Beast Foul, because there's nothing better than synergizing an environment with a villain who plays extra cards when a card with a specific keyword comes into play. This card is immune to damage from environment cards. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 2 non-environment, non-foul targets with lowest HP 2 melee damage each. There goes Opalescence. Alright, so everything takes 2 fire damage, which is to say the Master. Everyone heals 1. A Scholar will hit the Master for 1. And then the Buzzard is going after Lifeline and Opal. Just 2 melee damage each. When Opalescence will be destroyed, it first deals a target 3 reducible melee damage. Boom. Fuck you, Buzzards. Start a turn, he gets to play a card. Former Friend, acceptable. Then he plays a card, Claw, and then we shuffle the trash, looking for minions. There's 1, there's 2. Alright. Former Friend hits the highest for 3, that's the Scholar. Claw deals the hero target with the second lowest HP, 2 melee damage. Reduce damage dealt by a target dealt damage this way by 1 until the start of the next villain turn. That will be rarity, because it doesn't matter if she can deal damage. Former Friend hits the highest for 3, that's Scholar. And the Aurelian Initiates hit the 2 highest, which is Scholar and Titan, who gets payback time on them. Alright, Rarity is going to play the Gala Dress on herself, along with Dolphin Headdress. Power, she will reveal the top card of her deck. It's Portable Wardrobe, not special. Draw a card. Ah, she drew a special card. We'll let Titan draw a card. Lifeline's going to play the Terminarch's Casing. Hooray! He will draw a card, give a card draw to the Scholar, draw a card, and then let's see, he gets to deal 2 damages. Let's direct them both at a Former Friend. Alright, start of his turn, I'm going to discard a card and play Hapless Shield. Select a non-hero target. Each other non-hero target deals that target 1 melee damage. I'll select this Former Friend, and the rest of his friends take him out. And then for his play, we're going to do Unbreakable, and that is the rest of his turn. Alright, now we will let Mortal Form Energy expire. Play Bring What You Need, but I'm going to hit the Former Friend for 2, draw a card. Okay, we need to destroy an equipment card or Desert Guide. I will destroy the Element of Generosity. More Buzzards. Alright, deal everything 2 fire damage. Everybody heals 1. And the Buzzards hit the 2 lowest. That is Former Friend and the Initiates. Alright, start a turn, he doesn't get to play an extra card. He plays Secundus. End of turn, nothing happens because of Unbreakable. Alright, start of turn. Going to discard a card, except I'm going to discard a special card and put it into play instead. Stretchy and Shimmery, first time Titan is dealt damage each turn he draws a card. And then I'm going to play Bridal, so he's wearing a diamond-studded Stretchy Shimmery Bridal sundress. And the first time he discards a card each turn he regains 2 HP. And then she will reveal the top card of her deck. Ooh, it is special. We'll let Titan draw a card. Put that in her hand, draw a card. Okay, Lifeline. Let's start with Unleash Energy. That does 1 damage to Secundus and removes his damage reduction. Doesn't hit the Master, does hit the Buzzards. I think I'll play Hero off of that. Hits himself for 2, takes out Claw, hits Secundus, and he also hits the Master for 2. Alright, Power, draw a card. Alright, and he heals 2 for both of those kills. Draw a card, let Titan draw a card, draw another card, and deal 2 damage to Secundus, taking him out. Alright, Unbreakable goes away. Discard a card to play a 1-shot. Yes. I will play the MS5 Demolition Charge and destroy all environment cards. That is worth it to get rid of Heat Exhaustion. He hits himself for 3. Alright, and then I'm going to play the Chaplain, and then I'm going to use that to deal 3 damage to the Master. Draw a card. Alright, and he discarded the card, so he heals 2, and he was dealt damage, so he draws a card. There we go. Alright, discard a card. He's got 12 cards in his trash. Okay, we're going to Offensive Transmutation. Hit the Master for 2, shut his damage down for a round, and then Scholar will hit him for 2 more with his power and draw a card. Next round I'm going to have to probably use Bring What You Need. Alright. Scorched Sands, too hot to handle. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each hero X fire damage. X is the number of equipment cards that hero has in play. Oh dear. Alright, that's 2 to Lifeline, 2 to Rarity, 2 to Titan. He gets to draw a card. Alright, start of the villain turn. There are no non-character vampires in play, so he gets to play a card. Order of Aurelius, reveal the top 2 cards. Once again, did not get any vampires. Increase damage dealt by vampires by 1. Then he gets to play a card. Hypnotic Suppression. The Master deals the hero with the highest HP, no psychic damage, destroys 2 of their ongoing cards. They cannot use powers until the start of the next villain turn. Okay, that is unfortunately the Scholar. I needed those. End of the villain turn, he flips. And we take 30 of his HP, so he's down to 28. Master's flip to the side, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Then move the top 3 cards of the villain deck under this character card. Cards on this card are not considered in play. Start of the villain turn, if there are 10 or more cards under this card, the old ones awaken to conquer the earth, game over. Otherwise, the environment deals each hero X melee damage, where X is the number of cards under this card. Oh, it's the environment. Shoot. Okay, that happens at the start of turn, so not now. So this is the end of turn. The master deals the hero target with the highest HP, no melee damage. Okay, we really need to kill him. I'm going to, at the start of her turn, discard a card, except it's a special card. We'll put it into play. Rain and Stain on Lifeline. And we'll put What a Fright on it, so the first time he discards a card each turn, he can deal a target 2 damage of any type. That'll be good. I'm going to play Dress Nightmare, because she's got one. Discard up to 3 cards. Rarity deals up to X targets 3 psychic damage each, where X is the number of designs in your trash. You may shuffle your trash in your deck. Yeah, she'll just hit the master for 3. We will shuffle the trash into the deck. Power. Feel the top card of her deck. It is special. We'll let the Scholar draw a card. Put that in her hand. Draw a card. Okay, start of his turn, he can discard a card and use a power. I will absolutely do that. I think I'll just use his base power. So, draw a card. Let Titan draw a card. And because he discarded a card, he can deal the master 3 radiant damage. Yay. Alright, so because I did that, I want to play a card with a power on it. Let's do Discharge Life Force. Lets him draw a card. And then we'll go ahead and use that to get rid of Too Hot to Handle because it sucks. Draw another card, because, you know, he needs to do that. And we'll ping the master for 1 and 1. Alright, start of turn. Discard a card to play a one-shot. Yes. Discard a card and play Misbehavior. Let's take a look at the top 3 cards of his deck. Yeah, let's play this Juggernaut Strike. That sounds like a good idea. Hit the master for 4 infernal damage. And because he discarded a card, he heals 2. Let's do Vulcan's Judgment. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. And then I'll use the Chaplain, hit him for 3, draw a card. Alright, Scholar's going to keep moving. Oh, Alright, I guess we're getting Mortal Form to energy because he's out of Fleshed Irons. And then we will Grace Under Fire because that's radiant damage, so I can hit him for 2. He will deal himself 1 damage and hit the master for 1 and draw a card. Alright. Scorched Sands play Mirage. The first time each turn, a hero target would deal damage to a villain target. Discard the top card of the environment deck. The discard card is a beast, prevent the damage. Start of the environment turn, destroy an environment card. Alright, this wears off, and then we do Shenanigans. So there are not 10 or more cards under this card. The environment deals each hero 3 melee damage. Damn it, it's the environment too. So he cannot retaliate, but he can draw a card. Field cards on the top of the villain deck until X minions are revealed, put them into play, shuffle the remaining revealed cards, and the villain trash in the villain deck. Okay, so we get 3 minions, which is ridiculous. Really, it's a child, initiates, a former friend. We need to ignore them and kill the master because he doesn't have any damage reduction. Alright, a villain card would be played or the master would flip. Instead, move the top 2 cards of the villain deck under this card, so X is up to 5 now. End of the villain turn, the master deals the hero target the highest HP, 4 melee damage. That is the Scholar. And then he hits himself for 1 because of Immolates. Hooray! Aurelian Initiates go after the Scholar. They go after Titan, who draws a card, and the Scholar. And then they go after Rarity and Titan. So he's got payback on both of them. Not that I'm probably going to use it. And the former friend hits the highest for 3, and that'll be, Titan, who takes 1. So he's got payback on all the minions. Okay, I'm going to discard Opalescence and put her into play. Let's do Art of the Dress. For each dress in play, either draw a card or play a design next to that dress. I'm going to play Practical over here on Lifeline, and I'm going to draw 2 cards for the others. Power, reveal the top card. Not special, goes in her hand, draw a card. Opalescence hits the master for 2. Start of turn, discard a card. Alright, I need to discard a card with a power on it. Because Practical lets me use the power. Discharge Life Force will get rid of Mirage. Alright, I was supposed to reveal the top card. Okay, that damage did actually go through. Discarded the card so I can deal a target 2 damage of any type. Let's make that 3 radiant damage to the master. And now he can use a power. We're going to use Vitality Battery. 3 fire and 3 energy damage. And we win. Wow. That took intense support, lots of card draw, and 2 very good tanks. But we made it through the master finally. Let's take a look at the rest of the environment deck. Let's see, first of all, what's that card I discarded? Into the Desert. Increase all fire damage by 1, reduce all cold damage by 1. Useful in other games. Oasis. At the start of the environment turn, reveal the top card of the environment deck. If it is a beast, put it into play, otherwise discard it. At the end of each hero's turn, if that hero dealt no damage this turn, their player may discard 2 cards, destroy a non-target environment card. Sandworm. Beast, monster. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals the H-1 non-environment targets with the highest HP, 3 melee damage, and 3 toxic damage, then shuffle this card into the environment deck. So it's basically an upgraded version of the worm from the Final Wasteland. Nomadic Caravan, Humanoid. When this card enters play, each player may put the top card of their deck under it. Start of the environment turn, put a random card under this card into play. Cards under this are not in play, destroy this card when no cards remain under it. That is a card with nothing but upsides. Sad we didn't get it. There's another Into the Desert, which has different art, which I find interesting. And Quicksand, Trial. I don't know why it uses the Trial keyword. It doesn't do anything. The H-2 players of the heroes with the lowest HP cannot draw cards. Cards in any hero trash cannot leave the trash by any means. That's an interesting effect. Like, it's bad, but that's very different. So that is the Scorched Sands. Like a lot of other old environments, it's a little unbalanced, a little weird in some of the things that it does, but it's actually not that bad. This new variant of Titan, I keep forgetting to comment on the variants, very straightforward. Just, you get Titan form, go. If I'd ever used something that let me destroy Titan form, I could have gotten it right back. I forgot to use Vulcan's Judgment. I knew I would. Anyway, that's it for this one. As always, thank you for watching Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, Delphage's Archives, and Walker's Workbench, not less great names for products. Please support the visual release, and flip. Fashion!